Hey Kev, it's time to record a new Smodcast.
Fuck off. I'm listening to one of the other great shows on the Smodcast Podcast Network. Scott?
There's so many to choose from.
You damn skippy, there's so many to choose from. I'm on 5 every week myself, man. Hollywood Babylon on Monday, Smodcast with you on Tuesday, Jay and Silent Bob Get Old on Wednesday with Jay Muse, Fat Man on Batman every Thursday, and then I wrap up the week with Edumacation with Andy McElfresh.
There's so many to choose from.
Hell yeah, son, and those aren't the only podcasts. Those are just the ones I'm involved with. What about the podcasts of Smodco that don't feature me, man? Like Tell 'em Steve Dave, Last Week on Earth with Ben Glebe, I Sell Comics with Ming and Mike.
There's so many to choose from.
Hey man, there's also Film School Fridays or Netheads or Get Up on This, Team Jack.
There's so many to choose from.
The Breaks, man. Waking from the American Dream. Bagged and Boarded. Phoebe. Soundbite Nation. These are all the shows you could be listening to over at smodcast.com, Scott.
There's so many to choose from.
And if audio's not enough for you, man, if you're just like, no, I want the thick dick of video as well, man, we can go to our YouTube channel, which is C-Smod, or you can watch Comic Book Men, our show on AMC, following The Walking Dead and The Talking Dead every Sunday night.
There's so many to choose from.
That's right, Scott. There are so many to choose from. So get choosing, kids. Go to smodcast.com. Start getting picky, man. Stick these sweet, sweet oral sounds into your ear pussies.
There's so many to choose from.
You said that already.
There's so many to choose from.
Hey, little one, what are you up to?
The food?
Where have you been? We haven't done a commercial in a while. What have you been? What have you been?
Come.
You been putting makeup on?
Yeah.
Oh, what else?
Party?
You been going to parties?
Yes, all the time.
All the time? And what else? Have you been watching Hulu Plus?
Yeah, fast.
You have?
Yep.
Well, of course you have. Because it's a great service, right?
Yep.
Only $7.99, plus you get 2 weeks for free if you use huluplus.com/TESD, right? And then $7.99 a month, and you can catch up on all your shows, binge on old favorites. Yeah.
D.
TESD?
Yeah.
Those are your 4 favorite letters in the whole alphabet?
Yep.
You sound sick. Are you sick?
A little bit.
A little bit. I can't believe.
Not much.
Not that much? I can't believe you're weathering the storm. I was able to rouse you from your bed in your chicken soup and get you to come to work. You're a hard worker. You've got a good work ethic. Do you know that?
Yes.
I thought so.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah, I'm nice to you too. I love you. You're my best friend. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So when you're sick, like you are, sometimes you want to just sit home and watch huluplus.com.
Yeah.
And a good way to do that is to first sign up, and then you can watch episodes like Lost and Law & Order, SUV, Doctor Who, Community, and know what? You know what I like to watch? Raising Hope. That's what I'm catching up on. Raising Hope. That's a good one. Do you like Raising Hope?
Maybe.
Yeah, you never watch it with me, do you?
No.
That's okay. You got your own thing. Plus, they have exclusive content. So you can't go wrong with that, right?
Yeah.
Nothing better than exclusive. It means that there's outsiders, outcasts, people that aren't as good as you. And is there anything better than shunning other people, making them feel not as good as you feel? It's the best, right?
Yeah.
I know. Are you getting tired?
No.
You sleepy?
No.
Not good tonight?
No.
Okay. How about...
I want to be.
You want to watch TV?
Yeah.
You want to watch huluplus.com?
Yep.
All right. Let's go sign up right now.
Yes,
That's only going to cost us $7.99.
Yeah.
And we're going to get 2 weeks for free. huluplus.com/TESD.
Good.
Do it now, baby.
Good.
Cuckoo head. I'll knock you out.
The commercials queue.
Yeah, we'll do one commercial.
People love your commercials.
I do love doing the commercials.
I know what it is.
What is it?
Do you have the?
Hulu Plus queue.
Well, I'm gonna do Hulu Plus with Sage, so we'll do the other one.
Nature Box?
Nature Box.
Yeah.
I don't think it is Nature Box though.
No. I fucking love.
No, it is.
Box.
It's Nature. Yeah, we're waiting for next week to do all.
Okay, it is Nature Box again.
I love Nature Box. I love it. I took that box home. Devoured it. And I heard Nature Box Against All Odds quite enjoyed our commercial last week.
They did, yeah. I think they got quite a response from everyone.
Yeah. It was good.
NatureBox has to up their game a little bit, though.
Oh, yeah?
Like, evidently, well, the URL is naturebox.com/TESD, but evidently everything has to be in small letters.
So you're saying that's a computer tweak on their part?
Well, yeah, and then we're not getting credit. People are buying all this granola and shit.
You know what I love? Like
wheat prices are going way the fuck up. All the speculators are wondering why. They have no idea.
we're not getting the credit we deserve.
No. We're influencing world markets, Holmes.
It's funny to me what our listeners will latch onto or not latch onto, because we've done good by Hulu Plus. We've done good commercials for them, but the listeners haven't latched on. The amount of times I saw Nature Box on Twitter and on Instagram.
Maybe it's the product.
Could be. Nature Box is a great product.
As we do a Hulu Plus commercial a little bit later. Maybe Hulu Plus just sucks.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
Do you have talking points, Walt, for this Nature Box stuff? Q, you brought the whole box home, right?
I brought the whole box home. I ate just about the whole box. That vanilla granola might be one of the favorite things I've ever eaten in my life.
Do you think I might need to talk to these guys? Because clearly after that enema tale,
yeah.
I need some more fiber.
Oh, maybe your enemies could be sponsored by Nature Box.
Yeah.
It's a sort of guerrilla marketing.
Well, no. I mean, they wouldn't want to. Like, I'm enema free thanks to Nature Box.
Oh, so maybe your bowel movements would be.
Like, I eat this shit and get so blocked up. I'm constantly in pain.
Hashtag Nature Box.
Yeah. Wow, let's see. Yeah, there's okay. There's got some nuts here and shit, right?
Hey, does anybody
Mixed
out there
nuts.
work at fucking Chrysler could explain to me why my Jeep's falling apart after only 5 months?
What happened to it?
Well, I got back from Texas and there was snow covering my car, and I went to wipe off the windshield, and there were cracks in the windshield. Went online and saw that the 2013 Wranglers have an issue with that the windshields are screwed in a certain way that they crack easily.
Right.
And then driving the other day, and smoke starts pouring out of my fucking engine, and I guess one of the belts are loose or something, because it didn't quite catch fire, but it would have if I kept driving.
Right.
And, I've seen enough car fires in my career to know what was going on. And now it's in the shop, and they don't even know when the fuck it's going to get back to me. And the windshield, they're saying, is a chip hit it, which is fucking bullshit.
Well, maybe when somebody was plowing, they plowed it onto your.
Yeah, it's parked in the driveway.
Yeah, Chipotle.
Jason to the house. So the windshield's cracked, and the engine almost caught fire. If anybody out there works for Chrysler and knows why this shit's happening to me,
Well, if it's a recall, it's happened to lots of people, right?
This has got to be a free read for Nature Box right now. Right.
Yeah, this is unreal.
that.
Yeah.
This has got to be a free read.
No.
we're not. They can't.
no, because watch how I turn this around. Like, it used to be that you could buy American-made cars and they would be as good as Nature Box. How's that one?
Which Nature Box is American. They're so American that
Beyond belief.
they're so American that they don't even ship to Canada
Really?
or any other.
Fuck Canada.
Because I think you need special licensing to ship food across border lines.
I think it's that, and I had a 3-way call with our advertiser guy and the guy who owns Nature Box. Says he hates Muslims. He says he will not ship Nature Box to Muslims. Said, Mr. Box, what are you talking about?
Why is it?
You're ruling out an entire segment of people that probably would like this shit.
Not on his watch.
No, not on Mr. Box's watch. Absolutely not.
He's not over 9/11.
No. Everything is fancy on here, though. I'm looking at it right now.
Well,
Peppery
apparently-
chickpeas, Q.
Chickpeas.
Who comes up with this stuff? Do you think they're scientists? Like Nature Box scientists? Like, who else is coming up with a cherry crumble, a mandarin garlic pea? You got 3 different things going on there.
Yeah, this is too good. And they donate meals to people?
Plus, you can get $10 credit by referring a friend And I think that's 50% off, Walt, right? Do you have your talking points or no?
Yeah, I do.
Like, you really, like, I knocked you out of the fucking ring. Well, it was like fucking Rocky throwing fucking Hulk Hogan out of the ring fucking with that enema story.
Yeah, right now, try your first order of NatureBox at 50% off by going to naturebox.com/TESD. That's naturebox.com/TESD.
All small letters, all little letters.
Then what about those fucking poor kids in Uganda and shit like that? What are they don't have guardian angels, but I do?
Well, yeah, you're American. Definitely, yeah. Like we went back the next day because I wanted to show the kids where we almost died, and how is that different? What this prick
It's
did?
not different at all. It's exactly the same.
Right down-
Except we didn't even have the fucking decency to disappear.
Can we ask for more?
For more products.
Tell him, Steve, Dave.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tell 'em Steve Dave, number 193, crawling, ever creeping towards the number 200.
What are we going to do for 200?
And the boy's back in town.
What?
The boy.
Walt?
Walt Flanagan.
Here he is.
Back in town. We missed him last week.
We did. I didn't see how was reaction to last week's episode. I wasn't able to get onto Twitter with people.
I don't know. I don't really recall.
Nobody mentioned it.
There was too much.
They were
You
hiding
guys
it.
do anything fun? You guys play any games?
No.
You guys do?
We just mostly got
Probably
yelled at by you.
Yeah. Tried to figure out how to talk
That
without
was
cursing.
The highlight of the episode.
That was pretty much
Maybe
the
that's why no
highlight.
one's talking about it. If that was the highlight, me telling you guys to stop cursing.
Yeah.
Once we weren't allowed to curse, we were like, we had to really like think out what we were saying and it slowed down drastically.
All right.
Once we had to say fudge instead of fuck, we knew we were in trouble.
Curse all you want now, Q. After hours,
Yeah.
you can get naughty.
Fuck yeah. How's that?
That's what they were waiting for.
Seemed forced, yeah. People are like, nice. Back on
All
track.
those high fives you can hear.
Oh boy. So yeah, number 200, I don't know. I haven't really thought of anything. People like to assign meaning to these centennials and milestones and
Was it 7 weeks from now?
biannuals. Yeah, well, I guess it would be 7 weeks from now. So it'd be sometime in May.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get him on.
Or, oh yeah, people would like that.
Have you heard from him lately?
An all get 'em episode.
I got him to come down. He's such a good guy. I don't know why people don't like him, man. I emailed him.
Well, he did hold our website hostage.
He did not.
Yeah, he
that
did.
is you're twisting the truth right there.
I'm not.
How did he hold it
Well,
hostage?
he did own it for years before we ever started.
Yeah, but then he agreed to a number and then backed out on that, remember, and requested.
Oh, it was like, yeah, it was like
That's
it was
just business.
500,
Though.
and
That's
then
business, though. That's not personal.
Well, even business, that's not good business to accept an offer.
I think
and
he
then
felt a little
ask
pressure
more.
at the table.
That day?
That day. I
Well,
mean,
that's
again,
business.
it's just business, though. You can't hold it against them.
don't hate on a mogul.
I love
Have you
that.
ever, maybe said something you in a business sense and then regretted or maybe even negged on it a little bit?
Before he found out the hooker was a guy, he's like, I don't see why I should have to pay full price.
I mean, surely there's a 25% discount here, right?
But also, Gidim is
I should see some sort of savings.
but Gidim is no Q though. He's not as worldly as you.
No,
And
he's
probably
not.
it was the only diamond in his treasure chest. And you were desperately trying to wrestle it away from him with by browbeating him and demanding a number immediately without giving him a chance to think. But anyway, so let me go back to why he's such a good guy, though. I emailed him late Friday night, and I was like, I need you to take pictures of yourself. I need some selfies. And so I could get him to the
Clay guy.
You mean,
Clay
you
guy.
mean
Mr.
the
Oz.
guy who records himself 24 hours a day? Like, I need a huge solid.
And he came.
Might as well ask Ming to podcast.
He came down 12 hours later. He was at the stash in his attire that I needed him in,
Really?
ready to go. He needed me to take the pictures.
Well, look, you know I love Get Him.
Doesn't sound like
But
it.
he's doing that for himself.
What do you mean?
Because it's more
He has
attention
no idea,
to him.
but he has no idea when.
Oh, you didn't tell him why?
I didn't even tell him why.
Oh, okay.
I just said I need some pictures of you. Very cryptic.
Yeah.
Still showed up
Still showed up.
12 hours later.
All right. But he knew it was going to lead to something that's going to get him attention, though.
Isn't
I
that
don't know.
what we're all here for?
He doesn't. He doesn't.
What they say about us this week, Brian? What they say about us?
They love us, right? They love us.
That's quality control. That's not. If I cared enough, I would have went on Twitter, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, well. All right. We'll go on about Get Him.
All right, 200. Book it.
You listen and get him. Something happened today that made me think of. I went to the doctor today,
Yeah.
and I got there early, so I was like walking around the area, and there's a pawn shop right there. Yeah, I know, right?
What doctor? Were you in Asbury?
Dr. Feelgood, close, Long Branch.
Okay. Is it like pawn shops around us are that's like seeing like what's it called? Like a white hippo? What's it called?
Like the white
A
whale.
white flamingo? No, what is it? What's the white unicorn? They're not. You can't.
Or a unicorn in general.
Yeah.
You just can't find them around here. Like
I mean, is there one in Red Bank? I don't think so. It really does smack
the
of
seedy
like.
parts of town. I don't know why that is.
Well, because only desperate people are pawning off their prize.
But it's
It
not
looks so nice on
TV, right,
hardcore
yeah.
porn.
Does it?
The area.
the 8 Mile one. Yeah. Yeah.
But you don't see them. I don't know if I've ever even been in one. I've always wanted to go to one. But
This one was not that thrilling. It was.
nothing of interest for you?
It was small. There were like a couple guitars there. A lot of jewelry.
If you were in a desperate situation, like you're on your way to the doctor and you're like, oh, Christ, I can't pay the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
What do I have? What do you bring with you? What's the one item you know you can bring to the pawn shop today and at least pay a little bit of the doctor bill?
Maybe my guitar. Some of Suzanne's jewelry without her knowing. Yeah, I don't have maybe like a TV. Can you bring him a TV?
It depends. I guess if it's like a newer model, but if it's a tube TV, forget about that.
Yeah, it's a 13-inch black and white. Just like, I'm not entirely.
You a Jeff Tuner?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure it works. Please don't check it.
Because when I see hardcore porn, they are swimming in TVs.
Right.
Yeah, it seems like they have a lot like TVs and watches. Everybody's bringing in a watch.
So I don't. Yeah. So you might just. What kind of model guitar you got? What's it going to get you? You think?
Oh my God! I mean, it would probably get me $40 to $50. It's a $600 guitar,
the
but
doctor's not even looking at you then.
no, I didn't even get through the door. I got to bring multiple items,
I won't even
probably.
get you one finger in your ass, let alone.
Yeah. I mean, even the TV I bought wasn't super expensive. So to bring that in, and it would be such a fucking hassle to try to get it in there. But I was looking around, and there was a dude, an older black guy, probably like late 50s, early 60s. One eye wasn't totally open. The other one was normal. And he had brought in a watch. It was a bit like, I had no idea what kind of watch it was, but it was huge. It was like, remember that watch you had, like that big one?
Diving watch.
Probably about the same size.
Wow.
And he only got I think it was like $30 or something. But the guy went
Was
to
it
the back.
exciting as it is on TV?
It was awesome. Yeah. Like then he told him the history of the watch and
Intense music playing while you guys negotiated the price.
but this guy said something about the weather. And I said, yeah, I hate the cold. It sucks.
Oh, he's bringing up weather. You're
Right away.
Oh, boy.
I said, well, just it's shocking because he wasn't. It's funny. Ever since that episode, I can't help but notice every time my mother brings up the weather now, it's constant. It's constant. Just like, it makes me
My
laugh.
mom does it too. She does it all the time. I go, hey, what's going on? They're like, none. You hear about the storm coming? I'm like, when? 3 weeks from now? And I'm like,
Yeah.
what? I'm like, what?
They're all about the long range forecast. That's why my mother's like, it's going to be 50. I'm like, when? She's like, 10 days from now. But I said, yeah, I can't wait for the warm weather. And he goes, yeah, whatever God wants it to be, that's what it's going to be. I learned that. And then, like, he leans in real close and he said, because if he left me here after the way I chased those bitches and drugs, he goes, I'm the only one of mine that's still around. He must be looking out for me. And immediately I was like, I want to know everything about you.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of like what Space Monkeys originally was supposed to be.
Us interviewing fucked up people.
Really fucked up people in really fucked up situations. Yeah. And then it just turns into us sitting here without Walt and being like, wish we could curse.
You can only blame yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
I had no idea you guys were coming to the store to record it. I figured you got the fucking the unit that everybody's salivating for. The recording
Right.
unit.
Even Ming and Mike.
You can bring it anywhere you want. And I'm like, well, he sure ain't going to come here. I walked through the door. You guys are here. I thought for sure you'd use the opportunity
In retrospect,
to get exciting, to do something like off the cuff.
Well, what are we going to throw together? That's where we'd go.
Exciting. I probably could have come up to your house and we could have done it there because you have mics, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So probably next time. That might be what I do. But yeah, I wanted to look more into that, man. I was watching, yesterday I was watching footage from the 92 LA riots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you see newscasters interviewing people and you're just waiting for one of them to get like a fucking cinder block across the head or whatever. And there were some there was this one white guy white dude who was so like condescending and smarmy. I was really surprised that they let him fucking leave with like upright, you know? It's fucking weird though, the people that like the way they're able to tell themselves like looting, that like if the cops wanted us to stop, they would stop us. They're right there. And it's true. There's like 3 cops there versus like fucking 400 people pouring in and out of the store. And I thought it said a lot too, because it's like there's looting, there's riots, it's a fucking war zone. If I'm going to try to steal something, I'd probably like look for an ATM and kick that, try to like pry that open or something. But there were certain people.
What tools are you going to use that you have at your disposal?
I'm not going out. I'm not going out. I mean, I'm not saying I am doing it, but if I were to do it, that's where my mind goes.
I struggle to picture you even crawling through the broken window of the Walmart and grabbing something, let alone fucking trying to wrestle with an ATM to get it open and take the fucking belly cash out of the ATM.
You don't see me doing that, huh?
No, not at all.
Well, as long as the other guys had like cleared a path for me so I could get in. My point being though, like there was one lady that they interviewed, she gave her name and everything, and you look in her cart and she has diapers and cereal and all that other kind of shit, as opposed to like trying to bust open cash registers or ATMs. And I was like, wow, it's weird. Like she went in there with like, this is what I need, you know?
Right.
Not right to steal it, but it kind of said a lot about the state of affairs at the time.
Whoa.
You know?
It went on for 6 days and 53 people were killed.
It was fucking crazy. Do you remember it? Like when it was going on? It was crazy. Yeah. And I always thought
2,000 people injured.
I always thought it was sort of contained to like South Central, but the news reports I saw, it was like up on Hollywood Boulevard and
really?
Was it Wilcox? I can't remember, but like areas that you wouldn't have thought, you know, people would have, but they were just burning down
and the
people's
Koreans,
businesses and shit. Koreans were like,
they were like, fuck you guys. They went up there with guns.
Guns on the roof and started shooting at people. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And like firemen trying to put stuff out. They were throwing bricks and shit out and all that stuff. That's what would you do? And like Red Bank is a hotbed of looting.
I mean,
would you?
If you had a rifle, see him get him up there on the top of the stash.
Our fucking token Korean.
I let you say that. And then I sent Mike up there to like periodically like give him more ammo.
Yeah.
Yeah, in
Resupply.
in case he ran out. He has to cover the whole. He has to cover the front, the back, the sides.
He's killed or winged at least 40 people. You'll never take the comics. Boss Flanagan said, no way.
No. I wouldn't be able to get him to go out there. I would have to tell him that Kev told me. Direct orders from Kevin. Then he'd have then he'd look like fucking John Rambo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
AK in each hand.
He's all painted up and shit. No shirt on, bandoliers on his fucking
XLR
chest.
cable running up the side of the building to the fucking microphone up there.
Live podcast. It's I don't know. And how many kids? That was the other thing. There were so many like little kids brought along for the day. Yeah. And they would ask them, they were like, how can you bring your kid out to steal and shit? And they're just laughing. They don't care. They're laughing. Like, just so weird. Like something you cannot relate to.
What do you think is the proper emotion for that time? Then for the person who's being asked, like, what if they're not laughing? What would you expect them to be doing?
I mean, certainly not giving your name and identity on TV.
Yeah, like they were like, as I recall. And I was
to me, that seemed like a bad idea, like sort of a misplay.
All right, so but you tell me though, what emotion you expect to see from them? If it's not laughter, that gets you kind of like, wow.
I mean, I wouldn't appear on camera.
What would you expect? Like, would you expect rage or just uncontrollable anger?
Well, I think one of the two. I think it's either rage or it's like we're having a party, and it's like.
Do you remember like
it's
how
basically
happy they
like a
looked
block
going into
party?
those
Yeah.
stores? They were like. Yeah, they were like giving gang signs and like dancing and shit.
It's crazy. Like without fail, like, you'd have the news reporter and he'd be talking to somebody and there would be at least 3 other people trying to talk into the mic too. And they'd be like, he's talking to me, motherfucker. And the guy's like, you can't curse on TV. And I'm like, why are you bothering to like,
what? These guys are stealing shit. You're worried about if they can't curse on TV.
It's crazy, isn't it? And that's the other thing. A lot of people will wave and the nonstop gang signs, like they're doing all that shit, it's weird.
You're only 14, Q?
In 92? Yeah, I was 16.
Yeah, we would have been
16,
18,
15, 16.
no, like 24. Yeah, we were older. We were 23, 24. Like, I remember that happening in the early 90s and the OJ thing. The OJ thing was the other big, like, event in LA. I remember the Lakers. It was like playoffs. The Lakers were playing. They suspended programming during the low speed chase.
Yeah. I remember thinking he was going to kill himself in the car. I was like, this
OJ?
is fucked up. I was like, this is going to end with him blowing his brains out.
Yeah.
Alas.
Would you have been upset if you saw that on live
He's
TV?
a piece of shit.
OJ?
Well, you didn't know
OJ.
if he had done it at that point. There was no trial.
Come on.
Come on, man. It is America still, man. He's still innocent until proven guilty, right?
Apparently innocent anyway. OJ's a piece of shit. It's fucked up. He killed 2 people.
I got away with
And
it.
you remember he wrote that book? That was
If I did it, yeah.
If I did it, that described exactly how he did it. What a fucking piece of garbage.
Well, he's in jail.
And that's the thing. Wouldn't you like if you were OJ? Like I wouldn't jaywalk. I wouldn't drop a fucking like I wouldn't spit a piece of gum on the ground. I would steer clear of anything that could possibly get me put in jail.
Oh, yeah.
And to do what he did, like to sort of organize that like that raid of his
Sports memorabilia.
his memorabilia. It's crazy. Like, what did you think was going to happen?
I think you become desperate when like every avenue to make money is closed down to you.
Should have brought his guitar down to the pawn shop.
And that lifestyle that he's leading. I mean, he is not one that he just can't go to like the extreme of like living in a 1-bedroom.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the lifestyle he led had to fucking cost a lot. Like that was something to maintain.
Well,
right
plus
there.
he did have to pay out money to their families, right?
Well, he didn't. Yeah, but he tried every avenue. He tried to like stop that from happening too.
Right.
Though lawyer, I mean, the amount of money he must have spent on lawyers was astronomical.
I thought that was strange too. That was the other thing about the riots that the Rodney King thing. It's like criminally these guys are found not guilty, but then it's found that his civil rights were violated.
Right.
So I wondered at the time, were they like, look, we're going to fucking give this guy money because if we don't, they're going to fucking do the same exact thing and they're going to fucking burn the city down again. So here's how much we're going to give him. All the jurors are filled in. Just fucking vote for it. Because, like, I don't understand how can you be criminally guilty, but civilly, or criminally not guilty, but civilly you are guilty. And it was a lot. Wasn't it like $25 million for OJ? Was it like he owed, like he was supposed to pay the Goldberg or Goldmans? Yeah. Like something insane.
Yeah, I don't recall.
Yeah, it was a lot. Yeah, I don't get that. Walt, where's the plane?
Oh.
The fuck's this plane, man?
I think that plane it can't be underwater.
No?
No. I think something would have floated to the top by now.
I just saw in today's, or online, it was like in Chinese waters or something.
Oh, they found it?
No, it was like no, they didn't find it, but it was like not radar, what's it called? Satellite picture, way the fuck up. And it's like this little tiny white thing. I mean, how, it's this little white thing, this little white triangle. How you would know that's a piece of the plane from that high? I don't know, but maybe they're like, maybe.
What do you think happened?
Fuck, probably.
Just disintegrated in the air?
Engine failure, went into the drink, that's it.
But even if it disintegrates in the air, it's not like it truly, like, it's not like it vaporizes, right? Like, wouldn't there be shit floating around? And I always thought, like, and I haven't seen it mentioned in one article yet, the black box. Like, I thought the black box was supposed to be the foolproof way to find wreckage of shit.
No.
Well, they had to ping them, don't they?
Yeah, I don't think it works that way. I thought you find the wreckage, then you get the black box. It's just a recorder.
But you should be able to track them, right?
Yeah, I thought it like would have GPS on it or
I didn't
something.
think so, but
I thought they had a Garmin. I thought they had a Garmin or like
work on the
did you
water
know
anyway.
that
No?
No, of course
relatives were calling their loved ones on the plane, and the phones were ringing well after the plane disappeared?
Really?
Yeah, nobody was picking up. The phones were ringing though, so that led people to believe that possibly it's on a Vietnam airport right now.
Well, you could track cell phones as long as they're on. So that seems unlikely to me.
Well, that's
What's unlikely? That the phones are ringing?
That it's on land because you could just track them. It's not that
They
hard.
haven't tracked it. If the family members wanted the cell phones tracked, and they haven't done it.
Oh, well, I don't know.
It just crashed.
Just crashed.
You don't think nothing more sinister?
Well, I mean, for me to think that there's something sinister would be for me to invent an entire conspiracy.
Well, they found the.
And I've been up since early this morning.
You don't have it in you to invent a conspiracy. Well, the two people that were using the stolen passports, I think
Iranian.
they figured out they were just looking for asylum. They weren't.
If
they weren't terrorists.
What
What they wrote, yeah. But I mean, why wouldn't they tell people if that were the case? Like if it exploded, or if it was terrorism, it's like they never have problems telling you before.
I thought it was interesting that they did crowd sourcing, searching for the plane. Did you hear about this?
Yeah.
They released all these thousands upon thousands of satellite images and put them out to public and said, hey, like if anybody in the public can look through these photos and any ones that come in, if you mark that you see something and send that photo to us. So they actually released all those satellite images to get help finding the plane in the ocean.
Satellite images of what? What do the images look like?
It's just water. And they're like, if you see debris or you see something floating.
Oh, you mean they don't have enough eyes to look at it?
That's right. So they released it out to the
to
public.
who? Just to the general public?
General
Anybody
public.
who? I mean,
Yeah.
that's dangerous, right?
Why?
Because you're going to get inundated with people going like, I see fucking.
Oh, sure.
I see
without a
Godzilla
doubt.
under that water. I mean, you're going to see people, lunatics are going to be like, I see something that's really not there, and they're going to waste your time.
Well, I think that all you got to do is look at the photo that they send. They did it, Walt. I'm not responsible for it.
This is maybe why they can't fucking find a plane. At least this is the avenue they went. Like, let's just release it to the general public to see if they can figure it out.
We're not having any luck.
like Giddim's drinking, staring at his screen with his fucking light up hat on. Those
I see a Zippo.
those people lives are in Giddim's hands.
I mean, I would like to think that this mystery will be solved. But this is called the ghost ship, Q.
Yeah.
And there's been many instances of aircraft that have just disappeared and that's never been found.
Ghost planes?
Ghost planes, ghost ships.
Ghost ship, Quinn.
This is a little overkillish.
Yeah,
Hey,
play
Declan.
that footage.
Yeah.
Can you play the theme to Overkill?
Yeah, put it in there, fool.
Vodka presents Tell 'em Steve Dave Overkill.
Yeah, that is creepy.
I thought the only way this whole thing would be weirder is if suddenly the plane showed up. Everybody's all right, but none of them have like any memory of what happened.
Right, like
Oh,
Lost
so, yeah, I
Time.
was going to say, so you're watching Lost? Were you
Basically,
watching Lost when you thought of this?
yeah. I was thinking about making a TV show about it until you just.
That would be cool.
But no, they had memory of it, right? When they
Lost
came back.
They did, yeah. In X-Files, the first episode of X-Files, they had Lost Time.
You never even saw Lost. You know what you're talking about.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I tried. I couldn't get into
Can we
it.
get into it?
No, I was like,
Did you watch True Detective?
No, I don't even know what that
Holy
is.
shit.
Yeah, that was
Did you
good.
see it? Did you see the finale?
What's that?
Did you see the finale yet?
Yeah.
What do you think? Good?
I liked it. Yeah, you saw it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I don't like? I don't like going to like a website to read about it and they're like, here's why it sucks. And then they point out shit that like I wasn't bright enough to figure out and like plot holes and stuff like that. But I still liked it.
I liked it. I don't care about the plot. I like that it was a happy ending. Like, isn't that weird?
That is weird, yeah.
Yeah, like that relentlessly bleak show like had a really fucking happy ending for the characters.
There was this one part, well, towards the end, spoiler if you haven't watched it yet, towards the end where there's like the killer, you know, is in his house. And it's like, that was the one thing I didn't like. It was like a very typical like serial killer home with like dolls with no eyes and all kinds of weird shit. And of course it's disgusting. And the guy has like I guess it was his girlfriend or his wife or whatever. It turned out to be his half sister, but she's like, why don't we ever make flowers anymore? And, eventually she's gross. She sits on his lap and he starts like diddling her. And she tells a story about like how her grandfather molested her in this field or something, right? Like as he's doing it, it was just like, this is the fucking height of fucking off-putting, creepy bullshit.
Too.
Yeah.
He's like, tell me about Grandpa.
Yeah. And he starts talking like in that British accent and shit for no reason.
It was weird.
Yeah. I sort of didn't buy like the injuries that those two sustained were so over the top. So for them to survive,
yeah,
I was like, I don't know. Like, I feel like if somebody put a giant fucking knife into my chest and lifted me off the ground for 30 seconds,
yeah, I don't know.
You'd probably be torn up enough that you wouldn't survive.
Sure, possibly, but I mean, I wouldn't say that you definitely wouldn't survive.
Yeah.
And I really liked it. I liked Andy.
Or an axe in the chest.
Yeah, and that's it for those characters. Although I read, and we'll just drop this, Walt, that he retained the literary rights to those two characters, the guy who created the show.
Oh, did he?
Which means he can write novels about them if he wants.
Oh, cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I want to retain the literary rights to get him.
I think you do. I don't think anyone's arguing for them.
Oh, fuck it.
More negotiations.
Forget about it.
And you know the hard-nosed negotiator he is, so open that wallet.
Extra $20 out of Q. You're still pissed about it. That's what's even more fucked up.
Yeah, you're like, I don't understand why people hate him. And he's right there with like, I know why.
I mean, I can't figure it out why people hate him. I really can't, but we'll leave him alone.
Yeah.
I was going to introduce a new segment. I was hoping it could become a somewhat regular segment.
All right.
Oh, all right.
Need a name for it, though. I was thinking about...
Fat news is taken.
Yeah. But not enough attention on the fourth member of Tell 'em Steve, Dave, I thought.
Hitler.
I thought, that this motherfucker still is making news this many years later after his death. So I was going to be like Hitler-centric news that happens today.
I see.
Like stuff they're still finding out? Or
stuff that, just Hitler-centric.
Okay.
If it has something to do with Hitler.
Like that family, that husband and wife in Pennsylvania or whatever, they name their kid.
Stuff
Okay.
like that. Like Hitler-based is. I don't think any leader from that time you can make the case, or even
maybe Churchill might every once in a while be popping up in the news, but
really,
sure, if they find something of his or they publish his books and stuff like that.
You don't say, asshole.
You really think?
Go on, do tell.
There's enough news-based material about Hitler. I mean, about Churchill that we could do a weekly segment on it.
No, not weekly. I said, well, that's why I said it pops up from time to time.
All right, we'll do a yearly Churchill-based.
Well, what happened, Walt, is you said that I don't think any leaders from those time are still in the news today, and what I said was I think Churchill pops up from time to time.
Okay,
that's the exact
nobody like Hitler
sequence
though.
Of events.
There's this documentary. It's called Active Killing. which is these Malaysian guys or Indonesian guys or something, and basically they're talking about these atrocities that they committed in the mid '60s against people that were suspected of being communists and all that kind of shit. And the way the documentary set up is that they reenact it, like the dialogue that they remember, the situations they remember, like they have this wire on a guy's neck and then like this handle that they turn and, to cut off his head or something. And so the guy who's getting his head cut off is saying the things that the victim said at the time that they remember. You know what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
What's that?
No.
Oh, you don't?
No.
What's going on?
I don't even know what he's talking
sorry.
about.
Start from the beginning, yeah.
Okay.
Indonesian.
Yeah, like Indonesian or Malaysian. Yeah, during the when the military took over in the mid '60s.
Indonesia.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
or Malaysia. I can't remember which one it was now.
Right.
But basically there were like guys, in the military that were in charge of like, okay, well, this guy's a communist. So either kill him or get some information out of him or whatever. So they had like these death squads, right? So these guys were in the same death squad, and they get together for this documentary, and basically they reenact scenes from the mid '60s and where they murdered people.
They actually get people to commit these acts on again, who like actors.
No, they don't actually kill them, but they're not actors. They're the people who actually did it back then. They're just
Who are they performing this torture on?
One of the guys that was in their death squad. One person will play the victim.
How old are these guys now?
They're old. They're real old. They're like they look. Some look like they're probably on Netflix. Some people look like maybe they're in their 60s. One dude looked pretty old, like 80s. But the reason I bring it up is because at one point they were talking about how Nazis get too much credit. That why are they always making movies about Nazis?
Well, I mean, it's the wrong type of a credit, though.
But they don't care. These guys don't care. They're like they're remorseless. And they're like, they're laughing as
they're still laughing as 70-year-old men.
Yeah. They're like at one point they go to this market and they start shaking down all these Chinese people that run booths or whatever because they want to throw a rally.
They still got mojo.
They got some fucking juice, evidently. Yeah, man. Because people, like you could see on their faces that, like, because there's a camera there, the Chinese people are like, are you kidding? Or, and the dude says to him, this big fat guy, he's like, consider yourself lucky I asked, and I just didn't punch you. And the guy's like, all right. So like they're handing over money so that these guys can have this rally, like this paramilitary youth rally or something. That was the thing. They were like, they should make a movie about us and the things we did, like what the Nazis did, as far as like sadists were nothing. Like we really fucking knew how to murder people.
I'm not gonna. My news cue.
You're not
not gonna be
celebrating
depressing.
Hitler.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not like It's not,
don't get carried away.
This is like new news. News, like stuff like, you want to hear the news that I got for? I also need help with this. If this proves popular, people can send me news.
You need a research team.
Have you guys ever heard of the term "giving someone a shitler"?
Not until 3 seconds ago.
You've never heard that?
No, but I'm definitely interested.
I'm going to assume it's like
Hitler.
Taking shit and putting it
Mac
under your
Daddy
nose.
has not.
Does it have something to do with women? Because it doesn't sound like something
anyone would request. Really.
Or maybe. I didn't mean Mac Daddy is sexually. I thought maybe like your party days.
No,
you never like a passed out buddy. Maybe you giving
shitlers right and left.
A shitler.
No, is that where you put shit under their nose?
Yes, exactly.
That's what I would assume. Like a dirty Sanchez.
You put it and you make a
shit
mustache.
No, I never did that.
Well, now you can give the Fuhrer a very own shitler because somebody in Germany,
they made an
artist, has made toilet paper with the image of Hitler on it that you wipe your ass on.
I thought that you weren't allowed to do like any Nazi-esque shit at all. No images.
He's not able to sell it in Germany, but he's doing a big business mail order.
Really?
I mean, this guy. I mean, he is raking in the dough. I mean, he's getting orders from all over the world.
How much does it cost?
For a roll of toilet paper?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up while you're talking, while you're telling
Doesn't
us.
say. Oh, $4.70.
Wow.
Is it too pliable?
I'd rather rip out the Hitler section of the encyclopedia.
Oh, you think $4.70 is too much?
For one roll of toilet paper?
You know, for the just for the the shits and giggles, if you will, of of wiping your ass with an image of Hitler's face. I mean, given the Fuhrer a shitler.
I think people would probably rather do it to Giddim's image than Hitler's.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, maybe we can make some money and do another Kickstarter.
But what do you guys think of that? That's an enterprising young guy right there.
Yeah, I mean,
something.
good for him if he's making money.
He's making big bucks.
Yeah, I support it. I think it's great.
How if you told?
I mean, if anybody deserves to have shit wiped on their face, it's fucking Hitler, right?
But I thought this could be a little thing, audibly we'll give Hitler a shitler, through us telling these stories, because I can imagine if someone went back in time and told Hitler
A metaphorical shitler.
Yeah, if your face is going to be on toilet paper and the world will wipe their ass with your face, I'm sure he would have been like, no way.
Yeah, you're crazy.
But I'm the Fuhrer.
Did you know that there was a Hitler themed, what's that called? A show called when it's a sitcom.
Get out, really?
Where?
Yes.
Oh, wait, I think I heard about this.
Where?
Yeah, and
Was he somebody's next door neighbor?
Yes.
Yeah. I heard
Talk
about this.
Yeah, I got so much.
What's it come?
You want to know the name of it?
Yeah.
Let's do a doubleheader today.
Doubleheader?
Yeah, come on.
Let's start big.
Okay.
Hitler Parade.
His comf.
No, it was called. It only aired once, and it was pulled from. It was called Heil, Honey, I'm Home.
It sounds like a rejected Saturday Night Live sketch.
But it really was a real sitcom that aired, I believe, in England. It was canceled after one episode.
The BBC gets up to some
How
weird
fucked
shit.
up is it that it got
Eva
that far?
Braun, it was kind of like I Love Lucy kind of take, and Eva Braun was Lucy, of course. And
Did he wackily kill Jewish people?
I think he was.
He had to be the butt of every joke, right? He was like an idiot.
I didn't watch it. I mean, this aired actually. I mean, I know I said it would be like Hitler-centric news of today.
This was the 60s.
I gotta admit,
70s.
this one I thought was worth mentioning, even though it happened in 1990, though.
That's pretty recent still.
I was about
Yeah.
to say, that's not that long
British Satellite Broadcasting aired a single episode of Heil, Honey, I'm Home, a Nazi-themed sitcom featuring fictionalized versions of Adolf Hitler and Eva Braun. The couple inexplicably lived in Berlin apartment building across the hall from a Jewish couple called Arnie and Rosa Goldstein, whose patently offensive parallel comedy universe, the Hitlers are a typical urban couple, and their biggest challenges are making dinner for British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain and surviving the antics of their neighbors.
Wow.
Who does the antics? The Jewish people or the Hitlers?
I think the Jewish people.
If anybody could get us a copy of that.
It's on YouTube. You can watch the whole thing.
Get out.
You can?
Oh, yeah. You can watch the whole episode.
I know
Only
what
one
I'm
episode
watching
there,
tonight.
but it's on there, though. It's pretty bad, though. I watched a little bit of it. It's
sucks.
really bad. It's not good.
How long is it? A half hour?
It's like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
There's a picture of it, Q, if you're curious. Sort of. But there it is.
Wait, does he play it like Femme? Or
Again, I only watched a little bit of it. I mean, we're not glorifying this stuff.
No.
no, we hate it.
And unless Arthur defeats him, the man himself in a few moments in Heil, Honey, I'm Home as the Galaxy Comedy Weekend continues.
Like how fucking like the actor that took that role. I wonder if he was like Gareth Marks as Arnie. Oh my god.
Oh, man, that is weird.
Fuck.
All right, so here comes Hitler in full Nazi garb.
Oh, they got the full laugh track and everything. And, wow.
Heil, honey, me.
What did I do now? Oh, tonight you were making schnitzel. What a joke! You must be real mad at me.
Why does he have like a yeah? Really?
Wow.
It's me. You've been
Wow.
It really is played like you say, like I Love Lucy. It's not like a modern sitcom.
Yeah, it's not very good, and I imagine that there was a little bit of outrage and
So all these factors
yeah,
came together.
and it only lasted one episode. But again, that's cheating on my part, though. The Heil, Honey, I'm Home. That happened a long time ago. But there's news. There's a teapot cue that caused a lot of uproar because it looked like Hitler.
Really?
The J.C. Penney catalog recently.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Like, did you? And did it look like Hitler?
Yeah, when you look at it,
have to look at
you
it
gotta
and-
look at it. You're like, oh yeah, it does resemble Hitler.
Mm-hmm.
But it's crazy the amount of times people will use Hitler's image to sell merchandise, and you're like, how could they think this would be successful?
I remember a couple of years ago they were selling like these heaters. It was another country, but they
Yeah.
were selling heaters, and it was a tiny little Hitler. Like, it was fucking crazy. All right, well, I like that segment, man.
Yeah, so I'm looking also for anybody has good suggestions for a name of this segment. We'll take it on too. There'll be a prize, maybe a vinyl cast.
Ooh,
Guys. Giving out these vinyl kits like we got an inexhaustible supply of them.
To the best person to come up, and again, we'll never glorify. We're always going to give him a shitler on it.
Oh yeah, he's a piece of fucking human garbage.
He's feces.
right. But, you know.
people still mad at him? Like actively angry though? Like to go out of your way to like order from another country, order toilet paper just to wipe your ass on his face.
But do you think it's a little bit like the people who are ordering it though? And they're doing it just for the laughs to show their friends, like, look what I got.
Right.
Have you ever seen this? You know,
I would say so.
you know,
Yeah, I mean, I can't see it as being a true stand against Hitler. Like, I don't know. Very quickly, I'm going to thank Casey Bernard for he sent me a Dick Tracy, the Tramp. Remember, I wanted this a while ago from the.
Oh, look at that.
That was the only one. What was his thing? Stinking up the.
Oh, Q. Also, tell the listener who sent you the dangling saint statue that you got it and you're happy with it, please.
Why, dude?
He's harassing me.
Did you get it?
You got it. You saw it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
did see it.
Oh, yeah. By the way, we got the dangling saint statue. It's amazing. Thanks so
You have
much.
it. You have it right next to your Joker statue, right? That you took the
yeah,
night.
it's hanging up. It's in my house.
There you go.
Yeah. Thank you.
We don't have his name like Brian has.
Yeah.
The guy who sent that. Good
Yeah.
dude.
Very nice guy. Talented.
I think every Tell 'em Steve Dave listener is talented.
Everybody's special.
No, I'm not kidding
So
around. I think
nobody's
they all.
special.
I think that we do attract a more artistic crowd than other podcasts.
I agree.
I mean, the amount of talent and just good talent that comes through, I could see it. You know, it's inspiring.
Yeah.
They're a good bunch, the ants, I think, anyway, really.
Who doesn't think that at this table?
I don't know. I heard Quinn saying something earlier. Wasn't happy with the dangling saint statue somebody sent him.
No, I love that thing. The ant shirt is great. It's got to be coming soon, right?
What's that?
The ant shirt. It's got to
I think
be.
at the end of the month, right?
Oh, wait a minute. It's right here. Too.
We almost had
Oh wait, there it is. Oh, that's the dangling saint.
That's a dangling saint.
Oh wow, let me see.
it does look good.
Oh yeah, it's pretty sweet.
The ant shirt, Q. Have you seen the image?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it as a tattoo eventually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You talk to the artist about maybe compensation for taking his artistic license and putting it on your body? I mean, you are a businessman. You like,
Yeah, because if that's shown on Impractical Jokers, we know what happened with Mike Tyson in The Hangover.
But I did want to. There's some dissension in the ranks.
Whose ranks?
The ants.
What happened?
I got an email from somebody who wasn't happy that the listeners have been labeled ants. He feels it may be a slight.
We're all ants.
But we include ourselves in it.
Yeah.
So what's the?
Well, he's just questioning. Like an ant is kind of definitely the kind of creature that you step on without a second thought. He was asking,
I don't
could we
feel that
change
way.
it, Q, to at least a bee? Because a bee you're a bit afraid of. Gets more respect than an ant does.
Well, then why? I mean, if you're going to go bee, then why not go like wasp or hornet? Or,
dragons.
yeah.
I mean, who gives a fuck?
Well, I mean, it's still an insect, though. I mean, a dragon's not real, Q.
Well, Wait, what?
He was saying if we're gonna label our fan base insect centric, can we at least call them ants? Because ants have stingers. He said.
Bees.
Oh, I'm sorry, bees.
Well,
yes.
no.
So he wants to
Answer that is
rewrite
no.
Tell 'em Steve Dave history and everything that you've said up to this point about ants and the ant hills. And
Oh, you're not
how
willing to even to weigh it?
No,
to
we already
lobby
made
it about.
You want to talk about it on air for a fun bit?
No, because I thought we could roll out a bee
a second shirt.
Oh, well, I guess let's think about this. There could be ants and bees, right? Well,
No, yeah, but this listener didn't get it. I think if you're a listener and you don't like being called an ant, then you get it. You don't need someone to tell you you're not an ant.
Mm-hmm.
You know it inside.
right.
And if you don't know it, then you're an ant.
You're an ant.
Right? I mean, I think it's very simple. I mean, it's almost
And that's where the irony comes in.
exactly. I mean, if you're offended by that and you keep telling yourself, well, I'm not an ant,
I want to at least be a bee.
then you're going to rise above your ant status no matter what happens.
Right.
No matter what Tell 'em Steve Dave says or no matter what the shirt you're wearing says. But this guy, I don't think he got it, though.
Yeah, he
He's
doesn't
a little
get
upset. I'm not saying in a bad way.
it. But it came so organically from the show.
Right, but again, like I said, he felt it may be an insult, like it's
No,
kind of an insult to the.
We're
to the
ants.
listener
I'm
base.
proud to be an ant.
You consider yourself an ant at this point?
Sure do.
2 shows,
Yeah. Watch those shows get
The ant-
5
the
shows
ant-
on the weekend.
I believe that
How many
the
ants have the itinerary
I mean,
of BQ?
the busy
no,
schedule.
They don't, but give it a few years.
I think it's more of a mindset than actually like how much you have or what you do or what
Yeah, I don't
your
think I'm.
perceived station is.
I don't think I'm very highly of myself, Walt. I would say that I have.
I wish I was a bee.
I've always struggled with it. Yeah,
I think we all struggle with that. I think
Sure.
this whole podcast definitely has an inferior complex going.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I don't think anybody's better than me. I just think like we're all just kind of a bunch of assholes.
You don't think anybody's better than you?
Nah.
You got to know there's people who are.
Who?
I mean, it's just. I mean, I'm just talking about like you just.
Who's better than me?
I mean, just like
In what
somebody
way?
Who I don't know. To say that no one is better than you,
Just people that.
That's pretty
Well,
arrogant.
in what way?
it just if you could just.
I mean, are people more talented than me? Yeah, but I think at the end of the day, everybody's achievements mean basically nothing. So that's what I mean. Like, I think at the end, we all pretty much.
What does it matter, really?
What does it matter?
Are you better than other people?
Am I better than other people?
Some people.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Better than Hitler.
If you can accept the fact that you're better than other people,
Yeah, but hold on.
but you can't accept the fact that other people are better than you.
No, not
you
even like
you may
that.
not be an ant.
No, you're talking about.
Get this guy the fuck out of here. It's just me, you, and Hitler from here on out.
I'll sting you guys. No, I mean, like, who's not better than me? Child molesters. You know what I mean? Like, fucking rapists.
He has to say that out
Like,
loud.
I wake up every morning, I look in the mirror, and I'm like, at least you haven't molested any children. Let's get on to this Tuesday.
Let's get the set.
Hey, guys, still haven't molested any kids. How's everybody today? Good.
Speaking of the show, very quickly, the show, the Impractical. Oh, and are we doing a bonus pod? People keep asking, and
We are.
When are we
okay.
doing that?
I have some time off coming up.
And where do they got to send it?
That's what I think it was TESTjokers@gmail, but I got to double check that.
Yeah, people ask a lot, and I never know what to tell them.
I'll figure that out this week.
Whenever I see
next week's episode, we'll have all the information.
Maybe Declan could just pull the old tape and tell us where the people to send
Sure,
it.
if he wants to.
Oh yes, that's all I have to do.
I'm just sitting here waiting. Not to molest kids either.
Waiting for tasks.
You know, maybe he can add. I mean, there's got to be somebody on there who knows what the address was that you gave. I mean, maybe we can tweet it to you.
Yeah, somebody help a brother out.
But
We're definitely going to do that. We got something fun planned, right?
Yeah. Do we?
Oh, I thought bringing Sal down.
Oh, that's right. Yes, we do. We do have something fun planned.
we
We only have another week of shoot next week, and then after that,
You done?
Well, for half the season, then we start shooting 3.5 in May.
nuts, huh?
It's fucking And the second show.
My question was I think it was the last episode. You guys went to a singles
Yes.
thing. Was it on purpose that everyone was at least 20 years older than you guys? Like, was that done on purpose, or did that just sort of present itself?
I think that no, it wasn't on purpose.
There were like two people like roughly your guys' age.
Yeah.
Then everyone was easily at least 10 years older.
It wasn't planned that way, but we were pretty happy when it turned out.
Right.
Yeah. The problem with making a show like this is you rely on people's word. So when you call someone and you're like, "Do you get a young crowd there?" and they tell you yes, when they don't, they just want their business on the TV show. So they're basically telling us what we want to hear.
Right.
But I thought it worked out.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah. Right.
When you got cock blocked by that fucking old man.
Old guy, how great was that? So
that was funny.
Thank you.
Everybody, I'll be in Chicago this weekend. I don't know where. Walker Stalker Con?
Oh, that's right.
Something like that, right?
Walker Con?
Yeah. It's a Walking Dead convention. I have no idea. But Ming's father-in-law passed away. So he had to go out to Ohio for the funeral.
Yeah.
And so he won't be there Friday.
Oh,
so everybody knows. But he will be there Saturday and Sunday. Now, me and Mike will be there Friday. Do we keep his money? That's my only question. Yeah.
Would you?
If he was actually really going.
Me?
To Walker Stalker Con.
Well, I mean, how much time are you supposed to put in? With your wife's dead father, it's like.
I mean, I have to honestly, like. Okay, I cannot imagine you saying that. I can't imagine you saying to your wife, like, I'm going to go to a Comic-Con and hang around with a bunch of fucking ants who don't know their ants. You're blown away, man. You can't believe it. Walker Stalker Con. Yeah, here it is. I really don't know what's in store, Q.
It's going to be like every other fucking
Yeah, I'm
con.
sure, like, I don't know if, like, we're supposed to do a panel or...
Are you selling anything?
We're selling pictures. I know that. People have asked that I bring Tell 'em Steve Dave merchandise, so I think...
Do we have
maybe
Steve Dave merchandise?
Not really, but maybe I'll
Just
get
fucking-
some and...
Just write on the picture of yourself, Black Magic Marker.
Tell 'em Steve Dave, official TSD merchandise.
Drop an ant in it.
I'm at the website, but it doesn't say anything about it.
I mean, what do you expect to be different than any other con you've been to?
I mean, I believe it has to be just like people coming to the booth and saying hello, and then like a panel or something. Like at the one in Miami, like they did live podcasts and shit.
Okay, yeah.
Ming and Mike, yeah. I sat in, but
What?
Henry Ian Cusick will not be there. Oh, that's the guy from Lost.
Which one?
It's what's his name? The Australian or New Zealandy dude, whatever. I forget his name.
What the fuck's his name? Desmond.
Yeah, he won't be there, so, but I will be.
There you go.
You don't got to worry about that. Why would he be there anyway? What is this? I mean, I know I should probably know. Kane Hodder's not going to be there either.
What?
People are backing out right and left, man.
You want me to text him, find out why he dropped out?
Yeah.
He's a celebrity friend.
Ask him what's what. I was actually, Walt, will the people be, will they be seeing you at the Asbury Park Comic-Con?
Nope. They can see me fucking 10 minutes away at the stash.
Or the stash? You'll be working at the stash that day?
Chris Lozano is going to be
I
there,
understand that our normal fee does not apply to the Asbury Park Comic-Con.
No.
I was told that recently.
By who?
Ming.
Really?
Ming told me that evidently it's...
basically a freebie?
It's, on the
so
house.
You're going for one day? You're not going for every day, are you?
No. Well, I just want to go on the day, what's his name? Peter Begg. Peter Begg is there.
Yeah.
Like, I would like to meet him.
Lodano's told me he's moderating the panel with you guys, huh? Is that the place?
How do you get that gig?
He did that last year, too.
I think he's doing it again this year. I don't know, but he's eager to
gig for him.
He is.
He should be able to turn it into something.
He's very eager to get his side of the story out, by the way.
He's got to build up. I could say like Quinn like isn't really exactly hearing what you're saying, and it's just like, put it on his resume. Moderated the comic book men.
He's excited
in the fucking little shitty bar we did it in last year.
Tell us they've always suffered from an inferiority complex, so nobody should get mad at us. They should pity us.
Yeah, I feel bad for us. We've hurt feelings. There was going to be, unfortunately, because Ming had to leave, there was going to be another. We had another T-shirt commercial ready to get. Well, ready to record, but Ming's not here, so we couldn't do it. Ladondo takes a beating.
He really wants to come on and defend himself. Are we going to give him
come
that
anytime.
opportunity?
Yeah.
Anytime.
I didn't even ask him to do it because I just thought it would be in poor taste for me to ask him.
Did you?
Yeah.
Like you want to just sandbag him so like
no.
like he just hears it and he's like, what the fuck?
We didn't get the reason you're saying the reason we didn't get the ad done was because,
because of Ming.
Yes.
You're right.
But I think I just chose to be like, well, that's being disrespectful if I ask Ming to try to have some yucks right now at this time and do this ad read.
Are you all changed around on that now? Kickstarter, we took from one person a little bit of shit, right?
Yes, yeah.
Have you heard about this?
More shit?
This guy? No, nothing to do with us.
Oh, okay.
But it's a Kickstarter fail. Are you familiar with this guy, Walt? John Campbell?
Glenn Campbell? John Campbell.
Perhaps his cousin, John Campbell. He does something called
Earl Campbell.
No.
J. Scott.
Not Earl. J. Scott Campbell. Not him.
The Tyler Rose.
Tyler Rose Campbell. Campbell Soup.
No. Who is it?
John Campbell is a guy who I guess he had 10 years. It's called, where is it now? Sad Pictures for Children. He does like a web comic.
Comic book?
No, I don't think so. It was a web comic that he did, like, he put it online for 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah, like he had 10 years worth of stuff on his website. So he ran a Kickstarter. And basically what it was, he wanted $8,000 and he got a little bit over 51,000.
Oh, so it was people liked his work.
Yeah. I think he definitely has a following. Now, hold on a second. Okay. There was 1,073 backers. Now, the cheapest that you could pledge was $10. He said, I will send some kind of disparaging message to you or a friend via your choice of social network or email. Okay, that was the least. Now, there's a whole bunch of different levels, getting books and shit.
So it's not a webcomic.
Well, this is the first time it was going to be in print.
Okay.
I guess. Now, the most you could pledge was 1,000, and that was one backer. You got both books, prints, sketches. I will travel to the city you live in and put up a large number of paste-ups, I'm assuming those playbill things or whatever, in that city over the course of about a week, longer depending on if and how much I get arrested. Okay? Now, evidently what happened was he miscalculated shipping. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
And it cost more to send out than he thought it would, and he said he ran out of money. So there were a bunch of people who didn't get their book, and they got mad. So instead of trying to make it right, this dude went on to Kickstarter and he wrote this I would never read it because it's way too long. But on it, there's a video of him burning 127 copies of the book because he'd received emails asking him where they were. And then he threatened that he would continue to burn copies with every email, tweet, Facebook message he receives. He says, I shipped about 75% of quick Kickstarter rewards to backers. I will not be shipping any more. I can't read it because for every message I receive, I will burn one more. If you would like a refund, please contact a fan of my work directly for your money. This is where the money comes from. Anyway, I am cutting out the middleman. The backers who gave me the most money received the least reward. And what it basically comes down to is somewhere along the way, he started to feel very anti-capitalist. And I think like he sent out books to people who, paid $25. But for the people that paid like, 300, 500, 1,000, he held it against them. And it was essentially, it seemed like he's like, well, if you have this much money, what the fuck do you need a book for? And he went on to say like, I don't want to put any more physical, objects or material out there, that hurt the environment, blah, blah, blah. And so about 25%.
This could be a
dude, we're done.
Business,
we're done.
Business
like
for the claymation.
We've already,
we don't even have to make it.
we burned it and it's gone.
Clay is flammable, right, guys?
So it says he had about say 1,000 backers, 25% didn't get their shit. So you're talking about 250 people who are like, "Where's my stuff?" And he's like, "Well, I burned it because I don't believe in money." And I don't know if he's in trouble or not. Like, it seems like nobody's really like taking him to task for it in terms of like legal shit.
Really?
Isn't
I
it
wonder
fucked
what
up?
his rights are.
People, and somebody even said like, "Hey, I live in the area. Can I come by and get the book?"
And he lit up
And
another
he said no.
magazine.
He said no. And on top of it, the website, he shut it down. He took all the work off.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds like a real sterling human.
He said, I mean, first off, he sounds like he's mentally ill.
Yeah.
Right.
We can do that, though. We can do something equivalent to that, and then we'll remove all the Tell 'em Steve Dave episodes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just disappear. Quit the TV.
No, are we
show,
going to
you
go?
close
Are
the
we going to
shop.
go? Are we going to go ahead and actually make the movie and do everything and just cut out like the highest tiers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like we hate money. It was interesting, man.
Are they
Like,
telling Steve Dave fans still waiting for T-shirts from 3 years
No,
ago?
I sincerely hope not. I thought,
yeah, I like to believe everyone got
Got
their
them
shirts.
eventually,
Yeah.
but in actuality, though, that really isn't that much different, though, than like they ordered a shirt, they didn't get it, and nobody responded.
I don't check that email anymore.
How is that different? What this prick
It's
did?
not different at all. It's exactly the same.
Right down-
Except we didn't even have the fucking decency to disappear.
Can we ask for more?
More products.
But at least there's the same mental illness going on.
We're gonna piss someone off with this.
They can't be mad. Everybody got their stuff now. So, do you want an update, Q, on Angels Network: A Day in Hell?
Yeah.
This was we talked about this last week, Walt. It was another Kickstarter project, which really got my attention because it was a lady who was wants to make a movie about human trafficking. And then, like, you see the trailer, which is the most amateurish thing on earth. And then you read what she wrote. She literally says that she knows it's going to be an Oscar-nominated movie. But what I also don't understand is, like, she said she has the first 40 minutes of it that she funded herself. She needs the next 50 minutes so that she can make a feature. But she's trying to raise $330,000. So it's like, you telling me if the first 40 minutes of this cost $330,000, right? Or a fraction thereof?
Maybe she has grander things that she has planned in the latter half of the movie.
I mean, it better be like some Star Wars type shit. Yeah, like some Lucasfilm type shit. Because what I saw, it was crazy. But last week she only had one backer, $25. And I think she had like 52 days to go.
Okay.
There's 45 days to go. She is up to one backer, $25. Yeah. I don't think she's going to hit her goal.
Even after being spotlighted on
Although
there
there is a part of me, I do want to see the rest of the movie because the trailer was so. You watched it, right?
Yeah.
It's
pretty
I thought it was going to be about guardian angels because I want to ask you guys.
Oh, go ahead.
Do you guys believe in guardian angels?
Oh my God! Like you got to ask me that.
Well,
I want someone fired.
I think we talked about this. Your guardian angel probably is gave up a long time ago.
Yeah, he's fucking. He's not paying attention to life more than I am. Yeah,
he's been banished into the fucking bowels of hell.
Yeah, like how he got that job is fucking beyond me.
Q, no, nothing.
Nah.
Not even a hint that maybe there could be something that
Nah.
for all your success and all the luck, that you have had.
Yeah.
You're not think that possibly there's a little bit of
no, because I wouldn't have had to work that hard and it would have been more
supernatural?
enjoyable.
Well, I mean just luck and just in life. Hit the lottery on looks.
Well,
hit the lottery on charisma. Hit the lottery of being a celebrity.
Well, look, I mean, one, no. And
Yeah,
two,
you hit the fucking mega ball. I hit like fucking the fucking church 50-50 and shit. Son of a bitch.
No, because then what about those fucking poor kids in Uganda and shit like that? What they don't have guardian angels, but I do?
Well, yeah, you're American. Right there, that right alone. That's another thing.
You're a guardian angel.
America.
You're a guardian angel. You're like, it's a lot easier to look out for an American than some Ugandan kid. I'm going to be out the job 24/7.
So they're incompetent then, these angels, and they're.
I think that there's only so much that they can do.
Right.
I think that I have to say my guardian angel was on the ball. A couple weeks ago.
Something happened that you were like, guardian angel.
I was
Thank you.
I think it's Grand.
You were attacked by a Ugandan.
I was in a supermarket.
Okay.
And some old couple was doing the self-checkout.
Yeah.
Really pissing me off because I'm like, if you really don't know what you're doing, why are you in the self-checkout? Like, why do I have to now check out your shit for you because you don't know what's going on?
That's right. Excellent.
You should go stand in a line. I know you don't want to stand in line. That's why you're here. But, like, delaying me.
Mm-hmm.
But, still
like the
very
old guy
polite.
died of a heart attack?
Still very polite. Still very cordial. Still willing to help. Yes.
Oh, you help them. I thought you were just sitting there saying
nothing.
nothing.
Helping so much as like, press this button so you can begin, please.
Right. Get out of my life forever.
And that delay, Q. As I was walking back to my car, a SUV ran out of control, crashed into the coals where I had just been walking.
Over Middletown?
Over Middletown.
Middletown or the Homedale one?
Middletown.
Really?
Yes. My life was saved.
You would have gotten mowed down by the out of control SUV?
Down. Me and my wife would have got mowed down.
Oh.
I would have gotten your kids. Oh,
no,
I would have raised them.
You wouldn't have gotten
them. Yeah, probably not.
But all because of that elderly, inept,
right,
feeble-minded couple in front of me couldn't work the self-checkout. If they were any quicker, I would have been walking where that thing hit.
Right. Well, I mean...
And it ran right into the front, like it did crash through the doors?
It went right through, like right into the brick facade.
Wow. And who was driving it? Who's behind the wheel?
Some lady. She was okay, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But who knows what would have happened to me and my wife, though.
Yeah, like you guys get pinned under it or like she smashes you against a wall and it's like as soon as they pull it away, that's when you die.
Oh,
so
yeah,
like
you could call your friends and relatives.
Was that Sixth Sense or something? Was that Signs?
The one with the alien signs.
Signs, yeah.
Swing away, Meryl.
So this week I want to
shows dedicated to your guardian angel.
Dedicated to my guardian angel.
All right. What about the guardian angel of the guy who was driving the car? What about that fucking guy?
She's okay.
Yeah? Yeah, but still, you would think like
the only thing that got hurt.
Drive into a Walmart.
The only thing that got hurt was the outside of a Kohl's.
Right.
I think we can all live with that, right?
Yes.
That's not so bad. Did it like really fuck it up?
Like definitely. Yeah, like we went back the next day because I wanted to show the kids where we almost died. And
you're constantly fucking bringing up your impending death or you just skirted death.
and it was pretty bad. Yeah, they had to cover it up and like they had it, until some masonry got there and fixed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a guardian angel. It's not just like random luck.
No.
Okay.
No.
Some kid hasn't eaten in Uganda for 4 weeks.
Guardian angel's busy taking care of Walt while he's being inconvenienced by some fucking old bag. That's awesome.
Somewhere, you know how the guy Castro had those girls locked in a basement for 10 years? Like, that's going on somewhere else right now in America. And like, or just some woman's husband's beating her right now. But
just like in life, in real life, Q, just like on Earth, human beings walking around, some perform better than others. Some guardian angels are on top of it. Some, not so much.
Okay.
Now, do you think like once you die, you get the job as guardian angel?
Oh, I would love that job.
Would you?
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty vigilant. I'll keep up on it.
Yeah.
You're assigned to get him?
Take anybody?
I'll take anybody. Yeah, it's an honor and a privilege.
Yeah. Oh my God! Like you got to stop him from slipping in the shower and shit like that.
I would come up with an innovative ways to doing it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, jerk off a little bit longer, get him so so the bathtub is a little bit drier.
So now you're whispering and get him so you're gonna jerk off.
You're in the shower with him.
Sounds horrible.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
Still,
I was thinking about you today, Walt. There was a show on. It was called, what the fuck was it? It was like Killer Ladies or something. I can't remember the fucking title. But the number, like, there was already a fucking insane number of these crime shows that are like on the ID channel and shit.
Right.
And there are new shows all the time. And I'm like, who's watching these? Like, there's a couple where like they're decent. I mean, some I can't watch, and the narration sucks, the stories suck. But I mean, I was like, how is there just an insatiable audience, do you think, for these things? Because some I'm just like,
these people like real life stories. That's always going to be way more interesting than made up stories. I saw one. I thought of you too. Or me and my wife were watching it, and I kept telling my wife at some point, because it was a guy who was bootlegging movies. He would go into a movie theater and bootleg movies. He became on FBI's most wanted, not most wanted, but he was wanted by the FBI for bootlegging.
For that.
And I kept telling my wife, I was like, we're an hour into this thing, and this is 2 hours. And going, at some point, he has to murder somebody. There's no way they would devote. 2 hours to this. I'm going, and lo and behold, the guy never did any real violent crime. He punched a security guard at Walt Disney World. That was the biggest thing he did while he was on the lam.
He was on the lam during this?
On the ID channel. A 2-hour documentary on this guy.
Because
the Prince of
boredom.
I forget what he's called, but he was the Prince of like bootlegging though. Mm-hmm. He was, and he would go to flea markets and sell the DVDs. Like he would go watch a movie in the theater with like a camcorder,
right?
And he'd have that movie that was out that weekend. He'd sell them at flea markets, and that was his crime. I know that's a crime.
Right.
But not one you'd expect millions to watch on TV.
2 hours. Wow.
It's crazy. That's when you know that crime, it's a slow week.
Fuck yeah. I mean, it's weird too. I was just thinking like all the people you would never ever hear of, the crimes you would never ever hear of if it wasn't for these shows. Because I mean, you really only hear about like the biggest and most sensational crimes for the most part. But it's fucking nuts how many people are out there. A lot of women too, man. A lot of women fucking killing husbands and all kinds of crazy shit. Oh, that's what I wanted to. The fucking. What's your stance on banning Bossy, Q?
Tell me about this.
Oh, you don't know about this? Well, you know about this?
Bossy?
Ban Bossy. This is the newest fucking.
Mike Bossy?
No. Nope. Nope. Just like fucking Campbell. It's just
Earl
like,
Campbell. I'm having Jones and I want to do puck nuts again. I want to talk sports.
Yeah?
No, I'm only kidding.
I don't
ever want to do puck nuts. I don't want to ever fucking subject the public to fucking more of Ming potting.
Yeah, but they're missing out on Sunday Jeff, which is
I am depriving the world of Sunday Jeff, which I know is a crime against humanity. But
I heard he got a shout out on Hollywood Babylon.
Get out of here!
Yeah, I didn't hear it, but I saw somebody on Twitter say that they love the Sunday Jeff mention on Hollywood Babylon.
He just jumped ahead of Chris Lodano in terms of.
That's legendary.
Yeah. Well, I agree.
You've made the word legendary obsolete a couple weeks ago.
Well,
I'm trying to bring it back.
I stand by it.
It lost all meaning after fucking Ming started touting the fucking.
I've thought about it. I stand by it.
Go, that's Bossy.
This is okay. So I think this is the lady at Facebook and some Girl Scout lady decided that the word bossy is negative, and here's why. When a little boy asserts himself, he's called a leader, yet when a little girl does the same, she risks being branded bossy. Words like bossy send a message, don't raise your hand or speak up. By middle school, girls are less interested in leading than boys, a trend that continues into adulthood, blah, 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 blah. So now it's like Twitter hashtag ban bossy.
It's getting a lot of backing. It's getting
I think
some traction.
It's getting a little bit of traction because of who's backing it. Yeah, like
Kim Kardashian.
No.
J-Lo.
No, you're right though. It's like it's a high one of the people's high profile.
One of those out of control young actresses who can't stop doing Speed. What's that lady called?
Oh, like Lindsay Lohan or something? No,
fuck. Man. How's it getting any traction? All the people that everybody respects and looks up to on the internet haven't backed it.
Beyonce.
Oh my God! There we go. And Jennifer Garner. I'm not bossy. I'm the boss.
Now the thing that with
what's the difference?
I don't know.
Here's the thing about this one. It's unbelievably retarded word policing where it's like, look, the word bossy is not going to leave the lexicon. So let's just fucking knock that off right now.
It's a sexist thing.
I believe so, but I believe bossy is gender neutral. First off, who the fuck says bossy anymore? Like, when is the last time you actually heard somebody be like, hey, don't be so bossy?
Isn't there like a line of clothing called bossy?
Or boss.
Just boss.
Just boss?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Now, someone like Beyonce, I look at, and I'm like, okay, so.
Do you think she's bossy, Q, Beyonce? Or do you think she's easy to get along with?
No, I think it's probably almost impossible to get along with.
Yeah. This is a woman known for her hypocrisy, though. Like, her husband's lyrics would lead one to believe that,
People have said that I have a lot of hypocrisy, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they name any examples?
No, they never do.
Fuck them, then. Fuck them.
Oh, you don't agree with them?
That you're hypocritical? I think you say a lot of shit just for the hell of it, but I do believe that, like, deep down you have like core beliefs that you stick to, and I don't really see you as being too, unless it's something like it's wrong to steal, and then like you're coming out of a Suncoast with a fucking.
Oh, no.
Well, not anymore. That was
Sunday Jeff coming out of a Suncoast.
You're a minion. That was the shout out from Hollywood Babylon to him in jail.
Someone put some credits in his in his account so he can get some cigarettes.
So, they were in his cell block.
Do you remember in the Time phone ad where I told him he had AIDS because he was in jail?
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't turn out too good. You got AIDS. That was fucking funny.
Good time.
And the other thing about Beyonce is like
she's hypocritical. You're saying,
right? Well, for that because her husband's lyrics are not exactly the most empowering for women.
Ooh, and then I like this. You get on a soapbox.
Oh yeah, I got a little bit of a soapbox going on here. And the other thing is she's part of the whole president's his wife's whole fucking like nutrition thing.
Yeah.
Yet she's the spokesman for Pepsi, which is like one of the worst things you can. Soda is not good for soda in general. It's sugar water. It's not good for kids, and it's it contributes heavily to obesity. No pun intended.
Sure.
So it's like Beyonce, back the fuck up, all right?
Well, this is going back to old school times, Steve Dave. Back in the end, remember I said that this is like he should do this at the end of every episode, just rail against somebody. And this one's a real good. This one's good.
This bossy one, yeah. I just don't understand it. I don't understand like that because you could go through any newspaper, any online news, and you could find 10 fucking things that are like, this deserves your attention.
Sure.
I mean, fucking anything. A Ugandan, for Christ's sakes, with no guardian angel. There's so many things you can point at, and it's like, you're going to fucking put your time and effort behind trying to ban a word. Yeah, but that is never going to be banned anyway.
Here's the thing, though, buddy. They're not going to.
They're not.
They're armchair. Hashtag ban Bossy on Twitter.
What's it called?
Hashtag ban Bossy.
Yeah, it's on Twitter, yeah.
Like that sounded Ugandan when you just said it.
I'm not even sure he's speaking English anymore.
Anybody can do it.
Right.
Yeah,
it's easy.
It's easy.
It's easy to sit there and be like, hashtag ban Bossy.
What would be going out and really changing the Bossy connotation? What would you need to do?
I think the problem would be realizing that that's not something worth your fucking time.
It also like I feel like it paints and this is women do. I feel like women do this a lot.
White guys though coming down and maybe not seeing what the rest of the world is seeing now.
Nah, we're right.
As usual,
I've done the research.
I've done the research.
We're right.
Which is he looked up a couple articles on the internet.
Yeah.
Huffington Post.
I was too lazy to even hashtag ban Bossy. But I feel like it also like assumes that like girls are so fragile that you can't call them a name. Like if you call them a name, they're going to fucking wither up. It's like, okay, well, if you stop calling girls this name, well, then they're going to be leaders.
Right.
Bullshit. Not everybody's going to be a fucking leader.
No.
Lots of us are ants. Most of us are ants. And the women that fucking do lead
And now you ants have
are strong enough
have
to-
some really nice fashionable options.
Oh, yeah.
Tell them Steve Dave ant shirt?
Oh,
Where do you
tell them
get- where do you
Steve
get
Dave.
that at?
Tell them SteveDave.merchtable.com. Is that what you're talking about?
If you're not a leader and you just want to sit back in the crowd and not be noticed, that's the shirt you wear.
Yeah.
If you're bossy though,
Yeah. I don't know if it's a shirt for you, but, you know, buy one anyway. Buy one for sure.
tell
Yeah.
them Steve Dave. Oh, you still going?
Nah, that's okay. Fuck it. Fuck it.
You got more to say on this subject? You can't possibly.
No, I mean, I don't know. Once we end, that means I got to go home and get bossed around. So. I just want to stay.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.